What is wrong with me? Good morning, everyone. Night 2 was successful. There was a lot of things going bump in the night. But I ended up staying at Minerva Hinchey. I said that last night. There were 3 other people there, Butter and Brightside, and I put my earbud in to listen to my book a little bit before I went to sleep. And I heard something and I was like, what is that? It sounds like music. Butter was playing guitar and singing at the shelter. So I literally got sung to sleep last night, which was totally unexpected and wonderful. And I was in my hammock, so I couldn't see anything, but Brightside was in the shelter with him, and she said that she just like sat up and looked out, and he was like sitting on the rocks outside of the shelter. Like all the fireflies were dancing around him. So anyways, that was a pretty cool experience, you know, because who has a guitar out here? Butter does. He's a young little whippersnapper, and he's been doing like 35 mile days. So anywho, he started at Manchester Center yesterday. Took me 2 days to get here, but so he's gone on. I've filtered some water, getting ready to pack up and head out for the day. I don't know what's in store for today. First day was almost 15 miles. Yesterday was 16. It was a little rough. Today, I've got like a 9.8 mile shelter and then like a 14 one. So I don't know where I'm going to end up, but it's getting, like, the further I go, the closer I'm getting to Killington, so, which is over 4,000 foot elevation. So chances are I'll stop before there. Almost 2 miles in, I'm at the airport lookout. These are the thoughts that are in my head this morning. Should I get some sort of like watch device? I didn't want to spend the money on getting any kind of watch that would track vital stats, all that jazz, but like now I'm kind of thinking I want one, so I know, like, I can look at the map and I can look at and see like elevation, loss, and gain and stuff, but like that requires like a calculator and a spreadsheet. I guess I could do it when I get home, but it'd be kind of nice to know. So those are the thoughts I'm having about what I'm gonna pick up in Rutland. Also on that list is a knee brace, a full bottle of Aleve, and several cold beers. That's what I'm looking forward to. Well, I fiddle farted at that airport lookout for about an hour. FaceTime the children's, my mother, so she knows I'm alive. Talked to Gray Man. So now I'm feeling good, feeling a little rested, had a snack. Now we're going down. Ooh. It's a long way down. Yeah. made me feel funny. This part of the forest gives me the heebie-jeebies. I've been caught in between these two big rock boulder thingamabobs. A lot of holes for things to be living in. I do not like it, Sam. I am. I got 2 words for that. Second word is that. There's that airport we saw a little bit ago. We're on top of Clarendon Lookout. Just huffed it up the staircase in the dark forest. That's not what it's called, but creepy. It gave me the creeps. I'm like not trying to accidentally manifest creepy crawly critters. Flies are out of control today. Again, as you can see, these like yellow flies. They're a menace. I met a man from South Africa by the name of In Tandem. He's supporting his wife doing the AT. Her name is Step by Step, I think. I'll have to do a fact check on that. But he was super nice. Gave me a candy bar. We chatted for about 15 minutes or so. So it was nice to see someone, chat with someone. Today is just a slow moving day. We're not getting very far very quickly, which is fine. I think I need a slow day. So I think I've made up my mind that we're just going to the Governor Clement shelter, which is in like 6 or so miles. So that's what we're doing now. I am positively drenched. I'm catching the breeze up here right now. Oh, it feels so good. But yeah, that's all I have to report. It is noon and we've only walked 3.7 miles. There has been lollying and there has been gagging. I stopped at the Clarendon shelter to have some lunch. There's a brook, stream, whatever running by here. So I just polished off the last amount of water. So I thought, let's see if they have a picnic table. And they have one of these built-in ones in the shelter. So this is a pretty nice shelter. I wish that I could have gotten to here last night. But there was no way, absolutely no way that I could have made it up that, whatever that was. Anywho, had some lunch. I'm going to get some water, and we've got a little over 6 miles to the next shelter, which is probably where I'm going to be staying tonight, because I think I'd have to, what is it? There's a thing on the, I think it'd be 9, almost 10 more miles, which is not a long day, but I don't have much day left because of the said lollygagging. But it was nice to sit down and have a meal. And this shelter, the way it looks, reminds me of one that Gray Man and I stopped at to have lunch in when we were hiking last summer. And I brought bone broth, little packets of bone broth, because I was like, oh, that's like, you know, protein and whatever. And we made grits and put bone broth in it, and it was absolutely foul. It was so bad. Do not recommend. It was all we could do to eat it all. Like, it was miserable. And it's like, you can't just like, we can't just like fling the food out of the bowl, right? Like, we have to put it somewhere. So it's either we carry it or we eat it. And so we had to eat it. But anyways, I think about that from time to time and think, oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was just like grew in your mouth. Anyways, that's what I was thinking of while I was eating my lunch. But again, I'm lollygagging, which is fine. It's fine because this is my hike and I can do whatever I want out here, right? Within reason. But it rained a little bit ago, which was so nice. It brought the most delicious breeze with it. So that after coming up off those stairs in that gully, crevasse, whatever you want to call it, it was so nice. It was just to have a nice breeze blowing while I was walking. So I'm feeling a little refreshed, a little rested. Not that I've been working hard today, 'cause I have not been, but we're moseying. Today is Mosey day 3. I have a bone to pick with old gray man. I called him when I was at the airport lookout because I had a lot of service. So I had some business hours, called my family, FaceTime my kids, all that jazz. And I told him where I was, and he said, oh, I think the AT, like, roadside stand you're going to cross that today. And I'm like, well, what's that? He's like, like a little hut with like drinks and snacks and ice cream and stuff. He is mistaken. And also, shame on him for getting a hiker's hopes up. Being like, hey, there's going to be a treasure for you somewhere today. False. I just arrived at the Governor Clement shelter. It's a cool little stone situation. And it is like around 4, maybe. This was only 9.8 miles today, but it felt like a very slow going day. I mean, I stopped a lot and dilly-dallied. You already know this. But it felt like a very long day. Even though it was like 8 to 4, so. And only 9.8 miles. But I guess maybe the fatigue from the first 2 days is catching up with my body. Maybe, I don't know, feeling a little sluggish. But, anywho, I'm here and I'm tired and I need to set up my hammock somewhere. I gotta go pick a good spot. I think I'm gonna make myself a delicious mountain house meal. What do we have here? No, thank you. Got my Betty Bye all set up. I'm working on a little din beef stroganoff. Yes, please. This is my favorite mountain house meal. I don't eat it in real life. I don't know why it would be my favorite, but anyways, it is, and here we are, and I'm very much looking forward to it. When I got to the shelter, well, first of all, like, no, this doesn't do it justice. Hold on. I, like, arrive. Woo, Nelly. And, like, you see, like, what, like, a dark hole it is, right? There's this guy sitting on the, like, this, like, thing right there. And he, like, doesn't say anything. Maybe he's got, like, I'm assuming he has his earbuds in. And he's, like, sitting there. And I'm like, hi. And he's like, hi. Or, like, doesn't really say anything. He kind of, like, nods or, like, says hi, maybe. I don't know. And I was like, oh, my God. He's gonna murder me. But, no. He left. He was going Sobo, and he said that he hurt his Achilles really bad. I offered him some pain medicine, and he refused. And he was going to the shelter that I had lunch at. So I said, good luck, Chuck. That's a ways away. And it's like 4 or 5 o'clock. So it was a hurt foot that you don't want to take any pain medicine for. Which, I mean, I guess I get it, because you can get reckless if you can't feel the pain. So, anyways, but yeah, that was my most interesting interaction thus far on the trail with another hiker. But I was like, oh my God. So, but I think he had earbuds in, and you know, we talked after that. So I think that's what like the weird, like, introduction was. But anyways, so far just me here, and I hope some other people roll in, because I have not, that guy, let's see, I saw one other hiker this morning, Crochet, and then I saw the man from South Africa in the parking lot, and I saw a woman riding a bicycle down a little short road walk where they, I think, rerouted the trail so you don't have to cross the water. And then I saw him. So it has been, like, quiet on the Vermont front out here today. So I would like a friend tonight. But if not, that's okay too, because I'm going to eat my din, and I'm going to go get water, and I'm going to get my hammock, and I'm going to lights out. Hopefully tomorrow will be Killington, so hopefully I'll get an earlier start tomorrow, and if no one else is here, then I don't see why I wouldn't, because I wake up about between 5 and 6. Sometimes I make myself go back to sleep if I can. Lord. But So, I hope I get an earlier start because I like to get into Rutland, like, you know, I don't want to get in there at 5 o'clock. I'd like to get in there earlier in the day. So, but it's going to be a 10-mile day tomorrow. So, and a 4,000-foot mountain. So, anywho, that's tomorrow. Slider's problem. Right now, Slider's going to have her beef stroganoff and get all cozy for bed. So, day 3 was a little sluggish, but we're still here. We're still happy. We're still doing it. Good night, y'all. So, right where I set up my hammock, I have found some freaking gnawed up food stuff from a bear. Ugh. Now I'm like, should I move my hammock somewhere else? Fudge. This is so stupid. So, I was looking at Far Out for tomorrow, where I'm going, water, things like that. Thinking like trying to pre-plan like how much water I need to pack out with me, etc. And so then I start looking at all the comments about the shelter that I'm currently at. And it's like, bear, bear, bear. And I was like here by myself. And so I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get caught by this bear. But 2 folks just rolled up. So I now have this false sense of security that there's more people for the bear to get. So I have a better chance. What's wrong with me?